How's it going, fam? It's Erica with Not Your Average EDC, and today we're going to talk about the Chris Reeve 21's Sebenza. We're going to talk about the campers, we're going to talk about renovations, and we're going to talk about test knife updates and what we're testing for October. We have a lot of stuff to cover, so I'm trying to make sure I have it all here mentally. Okay, so let's talk about the 21 first, because I feel like that's going to be kind of exciting for some people. So, if you are lucky enough in this world, you may or may not have a Chris Reeve Small Sebenza 21. One of the best knives ever made. No, the best knife ever made. A pinnacle in the EDC community and knife collecting. I am lucky enough to have one, and when they went to the 31, I kind of stopped using my 21, not because it's a safe queen, but because instantly in my head I thought, okay, I won't be able to get that blade replaced if I fuck it up or, use it too much to the point that it needs to be replaced, really. Like, I won't be able to replace it. So I kind of just, stopped using it as much. And I eventually was thinking, and I was like, just for the hell of it, I'll text him and see if there is any way to get these blades replaced, because I tried looking on the website and I just couldn't find anything about warranty work for the 21, and we all know that the 31 is the official new model, so I didn't know if they would be able to even continue making the blades for the 21. So I texted Tim 5 days ago or something. I just want to bring up the actual text message that I remember what he said. I texted him and I was like, hey bro, are the 21s still under warranty in terms of the blades? Can we still get reblades for those? Because I want to still continue to beat the shit out of my 21, but if I cannot get a blade for it, I'm not going to use it as a pry bar. So Tim responded saying, yeah, we will be making more 21 blades soon, so there will be actually MAGNACUT blades available for the 21, hoping around the turn of the year. That's what Tim said. So that's exciting. So I was like, thank fuck, because I want to beat this thing up. So really exciting news for us that have 21s. We can still use them. They're still under warranty, and we can still get reblades for them and, kind of get them up to date here with the MAGNACUT. So this is S35VN, and I think the heat treat on this, because it's so old, is 58 to 60. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, which is baby shit soft, man. So I'm actually wicked excited for the MAGNACUT blades to come out for these, because I'll just send it in. I'm going to beat the living pulp out of this to the point where it needs to be replaced, and then I'll send it in for a MAGNACUT blade. So that's really exciting, because hopefully at the turn of the year, we will be able to get some MAGNACUT on our old 21s. Super exciting. So continue to use them. Next thing, let's talk about the test knives for what's next month? October? September? October? October. Let's talk about that. My testing for this month and actually August too kind of got completely butchered because of the move and everything going on, and I had a whole setup and I wasn't able to follow through with it because there was just way too much going on. Jared Neves had one of the test knives for longer than I expected, which was totally fine. I didn't expect it to take that long. Everything got messed up, right? So for October, I think I'm going to continue the testing with the Hogue Mini RSK Ritter Gen 2, however you say it, my Hogue Deca in MAGNACUT, and the Benchmade Mini Grip and the Benchmade Bug Out. I think I'm going to put all those together and do testing with those to compare the Bug Out to the Deca, right? Yeah, and the Mini RSK to the Benchmade Mini Grip. I think that was supposed to be the pairing. So that will be for October, because I have to renovate my entire camper, which I'm going to get into in a second. But lots of great content. It's going to be the most brutal, use your shit content I will ever be able to make in my life. Tons of work coming up, so it's going to be perfect testing situations for those knives. So I think I'll do that for October. Oh, I forgot to do a little pocket dump for today. We don't do sip and flip anymore, really, so these are some of my tools for today. I have to go into work soon, so There's one of my knives. And there's the other. I've been carrying 2 lately. This is my new 31, my old 21. Look at how beautiful they are together. My 21 is so beat up, guys. Like, this poor thing. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. I wish that my camera, the front-facing camera, was better, because this thing is just like, it's not even, it's like still silver, but it's so beat up that it's just like, there is no texture to it. It's just all snail trails. And this is the one that I redid the bevel on, so it's 15 degrees per side, so that bevel is like fatter than yo mama's butt. Look at that. And that's freehand. Somebody clap for me. Somebody clap for me. Look at that. That's really not bad for freehand. Reprofiling? I'm proud of myself for that one. Okay. Enough of that. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be testing for October. Tons of content. I'm very excited about that. So we'll be testing those 4 knives throughout the entire month, and then we'll do a review on each one, because there's going to be plenty to say, I'm sure. So the camper situation. Let's just go over this, because it's honestly hilarious at this point, and I'm so glad that we're on the other side of it now, but it got to a point where I just wanted to cry. So, as you guys know, we lost our housing. There's so many videos on that. You guys were so incredible and got a GoFundMe together for us. And between Brian's raffle and the GoFundMe, we raised like close to $10,000. It might have even been $10,000. So that was like super helpful. And we were going to do tiny houses, but then it just didn't quite work out. Our final decision was campers, because we are literally out of time. It is the end of the month, and we like needed something. So we decided on campers. And we found one for Nicole first, and it's really old. I think it's a 1989 Scamper. That's what it's called, a Scamper. It's in great shape for being so old, but it needs a special tow hitch to be towed. You cannot just throw it on an F-350 or something and drag it along. It has to have a special tow hitch. It's called like a 5th wheel camper or something. I'm learning about all of this as we go, okay? So we finally find a guy to tow it, because the first guy said $700 to tow it 15 minutes. He said he wanted $700. And we were like, well, that is not real life, so let's find somebody that actually has some brain cells. So we found a guy that said like a couple $100, and he'll, tow it for us and like get it all set up, and he was really nice, right? So I'm at work. Nicole is with Bruce, the guy that owns the property that we're putting the camper on. They go to pick up the camper. This guy that supposedly knows how to tow and everything hooks it up. They start going down the road. 5 minutes down, the camper falls off of the truck, crushes the back end of the truck, and also the front end of the camper. And I posted a picture of that on my Instagram, and it was like fucking hilarious, right? So Nicole sends me a picture. The front end of the camper is crushed. The back end of the truck is crushed, and they can't move. Tailgate completely smushed, right? Now, there were 2 ways that this could go, because we're in New Hampshire and we're a different breed. Either the guy would blame it on Nicole, or he would blame it on himself for hooking it up wrong. Thank fuckity fuck. The guy had some brain cells, and he blamed it on himself for not hooking it up right. And he didn't make Nicole pay for it. Oh my gosh. He actually gave her some money back from the towing because he crushed the front end of her camper. So he literally pulled his tailgate off and chucked it into the back of his truck and hooked it up the right way and kept going and brought it to Bruce's house and gave Nicole some money back to fix the front end of her camper, because it literally was not her fault, obviously. So thank God for that. So that is on the property. We took pictures. We posted them. Great stuff. That was a huge relief. Then my camper. We went to go look at one. The guy was a 5-foot-tall meatball. He was just a prick. He was one of those dudes that has a jacked up truck with, a huge lift and all the fancy tires and stuff to make himself look very cool to compensate for you-know-what. And so he's, this tall, and he's, like, talking up to me, and he's like, money talks, cash talks, you gotta give me cash right now. It needs 3 days of repairs, but give me cash right now. And I'm just like, nope, you need to go find something else to do. So we didn't get that one, but we found another one that was like completely gutted, but it actually looked really good. So we went and looked at that last night, and it's a 2001 Sportsman. Like I said, it's been kind of like gutted out, and it looks like a Neanderthal and like Travis the chimp lived in there, but it's in great condition. The shell is in great condition. It's just like the guy that owned that one, he does plowing for like a town next to me, and at least in New Hampshire, like I said, we are a different breed. If you plow for the town of for the state of New Hampshire, you're not like going home at night. You're plowing, and like you have to live like close to your plow truck, because at 3 a.m. you're gonna have to get up and plow for 12 hours. Like, it's really wild. So this guy, he was so fucking nice. He bought this camper to live in because he plows for the town of Brookline, and him and his buddy that both plow were both living in there. So they literally, like I said, it looked like Neanderthal lived in there. He had made like a makeshift plywood table that they slept on. There was like a twin-size mattress on that, and then another one in the back. They've ripped up all the floors. Everything is gutted. They wanted as much space to, lounge and drink beers after the shift. They wanted as much space as possible. So there's like no like carpet or tile or anything. It's just like raw plywood in some of it. The walls are a little busted up because this guy was 6'4", 6'5". He was enormous. We pulled up, it's like pouring rain, and he's out like cutting wood with a chainsaw in the pouring rain, and he's like covered in tats, just like big burly dude. He was amazing. Chris, if you ever see this video, shout out to you, man. You're the shit. So I wanted to take it because all that matters is that like the fucking electric works, right? Like, that's all that I care about. So I took it. It needs some work. Like, wait until you guys see the inside, because I'll be filming it. It needs some TLC. These guys just kind of trashed it. But it has all new insulation, all new ceiling, new tires, new stuff. Like, it's just the inside looks like men were living in it for the winter. So that's super exciting. So I picked that up. He knocked a couple $100 off because I'm going to have to do some pretty intense repairs on the inside. He was so nice. So that's exciting. That will be here. He has to get a tire replaced because I found out that one of them was split. He's getting that replaced now, and then it's going to be brought to Bruce's property, like hopefully this weekend. So literally the GoFundMe money that you guys raised, there's $56 left of that. That's it. Like, it was perfect. Between Nicole's camper, the towing for Nicole's camper, and then my camper, which can be towed by like a normal truck. Bruce is going to pick it up. $56 left. Whew. So that was a close call, but we did it. So thank you guys. We could not have done it without you. Obviously, I'm going to be making a ton more content on that and showing you guys the campers. It's really exciting. And then Brian's raffle money that he raised, that is all going to go toward the fencing for the dogs, because we have to put up fencing at the new property, and the repairs for my camper, because I just can't wait to show you guys what it looks like inside. It is hilarious. It is like bare bones, gutted, raw men. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of work on that, which will be awesome content. But yeah, all of that money will go toward all of that stuff, and then that's it. So really, really excited for that. Yeah, everything's kind of finally coming together here. Obviously, we have to repair the front of Nicole's camper, so that will be some good content too. Yeah, so everything's kind of coming together now, which is exciting. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on was Nicole being in the videos. That was a nightmare the other day. We've had issues with her being on the channel before, because there are certain men that... It scares me that they're out in society, like, free roaming, because they have such a like predator mindset. It really actually scares me. So I started getting some pretty rude comments and some really disturbing DMs on Instagram from men that just couldn't hold it in, and they just had to say something about how beautiful she was, but like in a very messed up way. Like one of the comments that I got was, or one of the DMs I got was, whoever is lucky enough to be able to be with Nicole for the rest of their life, they better keep her on a tight leash, because if I ever found her, you know the rest. Which is a really scary thing to say to somebody that you don't know, and just to say in general. And then once, like, 20 of those comments rolled in, it was just a little too much for me. I'm very protective of my family, very protective of Nicole, and hearing what men would do to her if she was ever left alone is really not okay. So I initially decided to not have her on the channel, because I cannot babysit the comments like that, and I cannot continue to delete them. It's too time consuming, and it's also really disturbing to just hear that in general. But Nicole really wants to be on the channel, and there are way more of you guys that are appropriate and are good friends of ours that would also like to see us. So I'm trying to figure out how to juggle that. Disabling the comments will obviously be done. Like, those will never be open ever again if Nicole's on a video, because I cannot babysit the comments. And I don't want to. But I'm just trying to figure out how to make that work, because when you block people, they can still watch the video, they just can't comment, and it's just a very disturbing situation. But she really wants to be on the channel, and I'm just going to try to figure out how to make that work appropriately. I don't really know. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. What I might do is also live streams, which somebody had a really good idea, Freedom Fox did, and he said you should pull some moderators, I think it's called, into the live stream so that they can, like, moderate the comments, I guess. So that'd be really cool, because some of you guys, Anthony, Freedom Fox, Jeremy, you guys are like, there's so many of you that are like diehard and so respectful, and I would 100% trust you to moderate that. So I might do that, because I just can't do it myself. So we'll just see what happens with Nicole being on the channel, but I cannot put her in danger, and I cannot, the DMs and the comments that I get make me sick to my stomach. Especially because we hear it in real life, too. You have to remember, guys, it's a double whammy. I have to deal with that, and she has to deal with that every day of her life in real life. And then doing it on the internet, too, which becomes a 24/7 thing, it doesn't work in the long run. It's too exhausting. The amount of effort that we have to put into protecting ourselves in real life, carrying, concealed weaponry, always having one in our car, always having one in our room, because there are many times where we've had to utilize that privilege to carry. The stalking, the comments that we've gotten from people that we have worked with, it's terrifying, and it gets really old being on edge all the time and being afraid because someone was born very beautiful. It gets draining. So, like, if I don't have to deal with that on the internet, it'd be great. You know what I'm saying? It'd be great. So there's some updates. We'll see where everything goes. The housing is officially figured out, and that is super exciting to have out of the way. Very excited, like I said, to, get some MAGNACUT 21's in, or not in, but, some MAGNACUT 21's built. I think that's going to be really exciting for a lot of us that have 21's. That's going to be awesome that we can continue to use them. They still fall under warranty. We can still get blades put on them. That is so exciting to me, because I would love to continue using it. It's just, like, it's tough. I don't have safe queens, but it is tough to justify using a tool if you're in the mindset that you cannot get it fixed if it breaks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's part of the reason we give companies money, is for the warranty, so that, we buy a tool and we have it for life, so that if we use it to the point where it needs to be replaced or parts need to be replaced, we want to have that capability to do that. So that is so awesome to hear that I can still use this. So excited. I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you all have a great day. Let me know down in the comments how we should navigate Nicole being on the channel. Yeah, if you have any ideas, let me know. And obviously, if you leave anything that I don't like, you're getting blocked and you're getting deleted. I don't give a fuck. Guess what? This is my channel. I don't get paid. I'm not monetized. I don't have a Patreon. I can do whatever the fuck I want on this channel. I can do whatever I want, and I constantly delete comments and block people because you don't have freedom of speech on my channel. It's mine. I'm the one with the freedom of speech. You do not have that unless you are a person that I really like, and I like your opinion, and I respect you as a person. You all know who you are. You guys know if you have freedom of speech on this channel or not. You definitely know. And you know if you don't. Because you can't comment, motherfucker. You can't comment. Because I blocked your ass. So, yeah, let me know what we should do about that, because I will not condone that type of behavior in any sense. So if anyone has some good ideas on how to regulate that so that we can move forward like normal people and make content in an appropriate manner, let me know. I will see you guys soon. Go use your shit. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for everything with the GoFundMe and the campers and stuff. I'll make a whole dedicated video on that. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. See you soon.